It's that time again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kingslayer Hoops, your one-stop shop for all basketball everything. Today, we have a post moves tutorial for NBA 2K20. This is going to be a basic post moves tutorial, but I will say that later in the year, I'm going to be creating a post build, and we're going to be doing a lot of different advanced post combos throughout the year. So, if that's something that you're interested in, if you want to master the post, be sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video if this helps you, and leave a comment below with future suggestions. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So to enter the post, you're going to hold L2. Very simple. If you release L2, you switch to the face up, and so on and so forth. If you want to do a post pivot, what you're going to do is hold L2 to post, and then you're going to move the left stick in any direction and then quickly release. So don't hold it, just touch it once. You can see that little Nikola Jokic move, right? Jokic does that a lot. He likes to swing the arms over. And a lot of old school centers like to do that as well. Okay, next, what we're going to do is drive to the key. So you're going to hold L2, then you're going to hold R2 or the turbo button, and then the left stick towards the key. And then while you're doing that, you're going to release L2, so you release the post button to accomplish that. So you see, that's the animation you get if your defender is guarding that direction. Okay, now to drive to the baseline as opposed to the key, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to hold L2, then hold R2 or the turbo button, and then push the left stick towards the baseline and quickly release L2. Okay, now for one of the most important moves in the post, the drop step. You're going to hold L2 to post up, and then you're going to move and hold the left stick left or right towards the hoop, and then tap square or the shooting button. Now what I want to show you is, in this clip right here, you can see that the defender is leaning more towards Marc Gasol's right leg. So what we're going to do is go the opposite direction with the drop step. So we're going to read the defense, we're going to go the opposite direction, and we took advantage. See that? Okay, so to do a post spin, what you're going to do is hold L2 to post up, and then you're going to rotate the right stick to either shoulder. So in this case, again, we're going to read the defense. He's leaning on Marc Gasol's right leg. So we want to go towards the baseline, because that's where he's vulnerable, right? So that's my first tip about this. My second tip is that you don't want to do a post spin close to the basket, because what ends up happening is if you spin, let's say this close to the basket, you're going to get forced out of bounds a lot. See that? And then you're underneath the basket, or you're behind the basket rather, and there's nothing you could really do from back there. So you want to be more towards this elbow right here when you use this move. Or even if you're out this way a little bit, just so you have enough space so that you're not forced into the baseline and out of bounds. This next move is just switching which direction you're facing. So you want to start by dribbling. Once you start dribbling, you're going to hold L2 to continue posting up, and then tap the right stick up and let it go. You can see Marc Gasol switches his ball hand, and this has a lot of applications in the post. It really allows you to, it's kind of like a crossover for the post. So you can see, I change now to my right ball hand, and I'm leaning against my left shoulder. So from this position, what you could do is you could either spin towards the key, you could drop step towards the key, or you could even finish with a hook shot over your left shoulder. See that? Okay, so this next move is actually new to NBA 2K20. I don't believe this was in 2K19. What you're going to do is you're going to hold L2, and then you're going to hold the turbo button, or R2, and you're going to tap the right stick, either left or right, and then let it go. And what this is going to do is it's going to fake your defender into thinking that you're either going to do a post spin or a drop step, but you're actually going to step back. So the CPU obviously knows what you're doing in this case, right? So he's not really falling for it. But if you're playing online, you could very easily trick an on-ball defender with this. Step back, boom. This next move is called a jab step back. So what you're going to do is hold L2 and hold the turbo button. Then you're going to tap the right stick up and let it go. And you can see he jabs like he's gonna either spin or turn over his left shoulder, but what he ends up actually doing is then taking a step back after that. And then what you could do instead is just a straight step back, and the move is basically the same, but you're gonna tap the right stick down, and this just removes that initial jab. So it's the same move, but it removes that jab fake at the beginning. Okay, so you can also do an aggressive back down. You're gonna hold L2 to post up, then you're gonna hold R2 or the turbo button, and move the left stick towards the basket. Now, this is especially important if you're going against a really strong defender. You're gonna wanna use this more often than just a regular back down, but just keep in mind that the penalty for using turbo this year has really been buffed, and you're gonna fatigue yourself pretty early if you use this all the time, so just keep that in mind. Okay, now we have a move that is extremely underutilized, and it is simply holding the ball above your head. What you're gonna do is hold L2 and then tap the right stick down and let it go while you're holding the ball, okay? This is very important because you can very easily get plucked by a off-ball defender or someone who's coming over to help. So if a guard comes up and tries to swipe you, this is what you wanna do. You wanna tap down and you'll hold the ball over your head, and that'll protect you for at least a few seconds. Also last year, I believe M2K did a video showing that after you get a rebound, you can do this move, and it'll help prevent that 2K glitch where you get a rebound and it immediately gets stolen. So yeah, when you get a rebound, you might want to do this right after, or if you're getting double teamed by a guard.
This is a harmonious beat.
To perform a post layup, what you're going to do is hold L2, you're going to back your defender down, and then move the right stick to the left or to the right towards the hoop. I missed it there, but let's try that one more time. There we go. To perform a post hook, it's actually the same controls, except what you're gonna do is make sure that your left stick is neutral once you're holding R up to the left or up to the right. To perform a post fade, you're gonna hold L2, move, and then hold the right stick to the left or to the right away from the hoop. To perform a post shimmy hook, you're gonna hold L2 to post up. Then with your left stick neutral, you're gonna hold the turbo button and move and hold the right stick up left or up right. So you can see he does this little shimmy move and then goes over the left shoulder. Now to perform a shimmy fade, you're gonna hold L2 to post up, and then with the left stick neutral, you're gonna hold turbo, and then move and hold the right stick down to the left or down to the right, basically away from the basket. To perform a post top, you're gonna hold L2 to post up, then you're gonna move and hold the left stick either to the left or to the right or down, and then you're gonna tap the shooting button. You can also perform a pump fake in the post by either holding the right stick just for like half a second and then letting it go, or by simply tapping square. You can perform an up and under move by holding L2 and then moving the right stick in either direction to pump fake like I just showed you. And then you're gonna let go of L2 and move the right stick again in whatever direction you want to finish in. So it looks like this. To perform a post dunk attempt, you're gonna hold L2 and R2, and then move both the left and right stick up towards the basket. So you can see Marc Gasol more of a finesse player, so he's not really gonna attempt this too much, but if you do this with an Anthony Davis or a Blake Griffin, for example, they will throw it down. And guys, just one more quick move that's actually not in the 2KU tutorial. You can do a fake spin by holding L2 or the post button and tapping on the right stick, either left or right, and releasing. Alright y'all, so that's going to do it for my basic post moves tutorial. As I said earlier, I will be going through more advanced post combos later in the year, so be sure to subscribe if you're interested in that. Again, be sure to like and leave a comment below with future suggestions. And until next time, happy gaming y'all.